Hello my dear sewing friends, it's Alisa here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm really happy to see you because in this quick and easy video, together we are going to make an infinity scarf. Now infinity scarves can be made from a variety of different fabrics and they're really great for using up those larger remnants that you might have. Here you see one in lightweight and drapey woven. I have here one from really nice fluffy knit. Here's one from an open work knit. So as you can see, they're all different, smaller and bigger, but the main characteristic of an infinity scarf is that it forms a loop. There are different ways how you can make that loop, even double it up and twist it, but today I'll show you the simplest version and from there you can experiment. As always, fabric comes first, so here I have remnants of faux sherpa that we're going to piece together and make my infinity scarf, but you can choose whatever fabric that you would like. To determine the length of the scarf and how much fabric I need, I usually just take a measuring tape, I wrap it around, and I see what's going to be enough, where I want that scarf to end, how I want it to drape. Here, let's just go for the entire length of the measuring tape, and that is about 60 inches or 150 centimeters. When it comes to the width of the scarf, it does depend on the effect that you want to create and also on the fabric that you're using. So here, I'm using a really fluffy material, so I really don't want it to be that wide. And I think if we aim for maybe 14 inches or 12 inches, that would be enough, but I'll need to see what kind of remnants I have. And if we fold it in half, because that's what we're going to do when we're going to sew the scarf, it's going to be this wide. But if we take a look at this lightweight scarf, you can see that the width is much larger. And that's because the material itself is really thin, but it does compact. As you can see from the remnants that I had, I managed to cut 3 rectangles and then I pieced them together in order to make one long piece of fabric. So let's go ahead and measure and see what do I have over here. Lengthwise, oh, you know what? It is nearly 60 inches, it's 59 inches, so that's perfect. And then width-wise, it's about 10 inches. Not necessarily the measurement that I was going for, but it will work. The order of sewing is really easy. First, we're going to start by sewing the long sides. So we're going to bring our scarf like this, right sides facing, and that's where we're going to sew the long edge. But we're not going to start at the very corner. We're actually going to step away about 5 inches, and we're going to do the same on the other side as well. Next, let's pin it all the way to the other side of the scarf, and now let's sew it. Now you can use a sewing machine, a serger, or even hand sew it if you would like, but for projects like these, I really do love using my serger. The fabric that you chose for this project is going to dictate what stitch to use on your sewing machine. A zigzag is great for knits, and straight stitch is great for wovens. When we're done, we're going to have this long sausage with open ends like this on both sides. So now we have to turn it right side out. So I'm going to stick my hand and I'm going to turn it. There we go. Now bring the open ends together like this. Make sure that it's facing the right direction. Place them right sides together and let's pin them. Once done, we will sew them exactly the same way as we did in step number 1. After this, all we have to do is turn it in and close by hand this opening. For that, we're going to turn in the raw edges of the fabric towards the inside. We're going to pinch and hold it with our fingers. Grab a hand sewing needle and thread. You can of course do that on the sewing machine as well, but I do find that fluffy knits like this one actually take hand sewing really well. So again, as always, it does depend on the fabric that you're going to be using. In my case, I went with a very simple blanket stitch. When the opening is closed, that's it, your scarf is ready. So right now, let's try it on. Well, there you have it. We made an infinity scarf. For more projects, click right over here. And I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy, thoughtful sewing. Bye! Bye!